Hey, thanks for joining me. So this is going to be a little beginning of a podcast for just a little sports and talk about what's going on in the sports world. Um, you know what I mean? So I'll be starting it myself for now, and I should get some buddies to help me out. But yeah, I just want to get a little rundown because it's going to be my first episode. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna talk a little bit about sports together, and a couple times a week. Just fill everyone in and give someone something to listen to. And just because of the rise of COVID-19, there isn't much to talk about, but there's definitely some stuff to talk about. Regarding COVID-19 in sports and the tragic passing of Colby Cave, and that's what I want to touch about at first here. So yeah, I hope you sit back and enjoy. My name's Cam, and let's get started. And welcome to the podcast. That was Randy Travis. It's just a matter of time. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit about the Maple Leafs and their struggles. Again, I know because of the COVID-19 and the rise of that, there hasn't been much sports on, but we will definitely find something to talk about. But first, I want to touch on the tragic passing of NHL player Colby Cave. He died on Saturday, April 11th. He was 25. Very tragic. He played for the Edmonton Oilers and the Boston Bruins. The Oilers and Cave's family announced the news on Saturday morning. He passed away days after doctors at Sunnybrook Hospital in Toronto operated to remove a cyst putting pressure on his brain, and that is according to NHL.com. He had been in a medically induced coma since suffering a brain bleed overnight Monday, his team said, and that was last week. And this is a statement from his wife. She said, "It is with great sadness to share the news that our Colby Cave passed away early this morning." To me, it hit hard because, you realize how short life can be. It can be gone in an instant. You know what I mean? And so don't take it for granted. Is my message there. So this is Emily talking. I just want to do a couple quotes here. So I and both our families are in shock, but know our Colby was loved dearly by us, his family and friends, the entire hockey community, and many more. We thank everyone for their prayers during this difficult time. So later on Saturday, Emily Cave posted a moving tribute to her husband on Instagram. So it's a picture of her laying in bed with Colby. This hit me hard, again, you realize he was 25 years old. His NHL career was just starting. You know what I mean? And I just find that sad and absolutely terrible, that someone so young and so athletic, you can pass at any minute. You know what I mean? There's a few things here. They were saying the family couldn't visit because of the pandemic. Think about that. That's terrible. You want to see, I don't know, it hurts. Boston Bruins president Cam Neely offered condolences as well. He said, as an undrafted free agent from Saskatchewan, Colby chose the Bruins, and once it came to our organization, he seized the opportunity and showed on and off the ice that he was a special hockey player and person. He was and will always be a Bruin, and will be dearly missed by everyone who was lucky enough to know him. He did play for the Bruins, but he also played for the Edmonton Oilers organization. So from 2010 to 2015, he played for Swift Current, and then went from 2014 to 2017 or 2018. My apologies. He was drafted in 2014, or picked up by Boston, and played for Providence. 2017, he played a few games with Boston. And then in 2018-19, he went to Edmonton and finished his, I guess, short, sad-lived career in this year playing for Bakersfield with 44 games played, 23 points, 11 goals, 12 assists. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that, and my thoughts and prayers go out to Colby Cape's family. So yeah, that's very sad. All right, on Monday, Christian McCaffrey becomes the highest paid running back in NFL history. He agreed to a 4-year, $64 million US dollar extension. I feel like this is a great signing for Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers. I think he's a centerpiece player that you can build around, and I think he really builds to the contract that you want to have within the Panthers organization. So this is according to CBC.ca. The $60 million a year deal eclipses Ezekiel Elliott's contract with the Dallas Cowboys that is worth $15 million per season. The extension keeps McCaffrey tied to the Panthers through the 25 season, which is not too bad. And that was on the 13th of April. Okay, we're going to get into some more sports news. Hank Steinbrenner, co-owner of the Yankees, passes at the age of 63. The team said he died at home in Clearwater, Florida, due to a long-standing health issue. A chain smoker and a miniature drag racer, Hank hoped to succeed as father as the team's controlling owner. Between 2007 and 2008 seasons, he became the public voice of the Yankees ownership. But his brother Hal, 11 years younger, was put in charge in November 2008, while Hank was in his 13th season as a general partner and 11th as co-chair. George, one of his brothers passed in July of 2010, and wife Joan died in December of 2018. Another passing. Again, my thoughts and prayers go to Hank's family, friends. So much going on in the world right now. All right. And that was according to sportsnet.ca. All right, and some more news. NHL extends period of self-quarantine for the players and their staff up and until April 30th. But Oilers' Bob Nicholson of the NHL did say he's determined to finish the 2019-2020 season. I want the season to be finished as much as everyone else, but I feel like, the COVID-19 rise is just too dangerous to be bringing people back together. It hurts me to say it because I love hockey and I love sports, and to see that there's no sports on at the moment because of a pandemic, we got to put up with it. But it will all be over soon, and just keep looking ahead, and let's hope to get some hockey back. I do want to take this time to just reach out to everyone and say I thank you for tuning in. And there's so much more in this episode that we will get to. But I just want to let everyone know I am also a musician. So if you would kindly please go check over my YouTube channel, Cam's Music Studio. That's my music channel. And subscribe here and subscribe there. My musician... being a musician helps me reach out to other people, and I feel like with this podcast I'll also be able to reach out to more people. So I just want to thank everyone for listening, and let's continue. All right, a few more things in the sports world. Karl Anthony Towns, NBA player for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm sad to say his mother has also passed away due to complications from the coronavirus. I've heard she was a great person. No doubt in my mind that she was. Raised a great kid, great basketball player. But I'm just going to read from CNN.ca. Jacqueline Towns The mother of NBA player Karl Anthony Towns died on Monday due to complications as a result of the novel coronavirus, according to a statement from a Towns family spokesperson released by Towns' team, the Timberwolves. The Towns family is heartbroken by the ultimate passing of Jacqueline Towns due to complications as a result of COVID-19. Towns made his mother struggle with COVID-19 public in an emotional video released in late March. And I'll post a link to that video in the description. In it, he announced that his mother had been put on a ventilator in a medically induced coma because of COVID-19. Again, my prayers and thoughts goes to the Towns family, and I'm thinking about everybody going through this time, and my prayers and thoughts go to them. All right, so I just want to give a quick heads up. Today's audio was recorded on Wednesday, April 15th. I'll probably have it up by the 16th, hopefully, if everything goes well. Great first episode, and I hope it goes well. All right, I also want to talk about playoffs. If they happen, when they happen, will they happen? But there's a specific matchup that I'm looking at: the Leafs and the Lightning. If this playoffs started now, that would be the matchup. The Leafs would go against the Lightning. But right now, all right, so in the Eastern Conference, it would be Boston, Columbus, and then Tampa Bay, Toronto, Washington, Carolina, and Philly, and Pittsburgh. Western, it would be Vegas, Winnipeg, Edmonton, Calgary, great matchup, St. Louis, Nashville, and Colorado and Dallas. So right now, Tampa's at 43, 21, and 6 with 92 points. Toronto's 36, 25, and 9 with 81 points. I just want to think that the Leafs can take the Lightning and can handle the Lightning. But seeing past playoff matchups with the Bruins, all Leaf fans know that. I don't know if they can. They have Dermott on the back end. They have Riley. They have a blue line. The blue line doesn't work. Apparently, it's not working. They have all the offense in the world. They have Marner, Tavares, and Matthews, I think, playing on one line. Or Nylander, Matthews, and Marner playing on one line. I don't understand the Leafs. I never understood the Leafs. They come to games wanting to win, but then they come to games wanting the game to come to them, wanting to be pushed. You don't know. You don't watch the game. You push, you play, you pressure them. There's games that they come and they pressure the heck out of other teams, But games, they come and then they screw up. They, can't really pass the puck. They don't really pressure. They're caught up in their own end. So I feel like the Leafs have to nail down on what's going right and what's going wrong. What's going right for me? They can score. Of course they can score. What's going wrong? Leaving Freddie alone. And defense have to communicate. I see, their blue line. I know I'm just a typical hockey person talking about the Leafs blue line, but it's honesty. They have a good blue line. They absolutely, their defense is amazing, but they need to get themselves together because I don't think it's working. Tyson Barrie, I didn't think was going to work with the Leafs anyways. Dermott is a great player. He's battling injuries. Muzzin is battling injuries. They just acquired Kyle Clifford, which I love that acquisition by the way, because Kyle Clifford, we need the grit. We need, the hard-hitting player. We need, because I thought Muzzin was going to be that player, and he wasn't. He, yes, he comes in, is physical, yes, but he has to, hold his line, and I feel like he can be a little bit more physical for us. Tyson Barrie, like I said, I didn't. Oh, Tyson Barrie. I didn't really. I love Tyson Barrie. I think he can be doing a lot better with 70 games played with us. Okay. 5 goals and 34 assists, 39 points. That's not absolutely crap. But I feel like Barrie, you look at a season before with 78 games played and 59 points, with Colorado. So I don't know if he's fitting in with us. I think Sheldon Keefe, I love Sheldon Keefe. I feel like he was a great pickup for us. I feel like, us signing a new head coach that isn't, focusing on, the old style of play, do this, do this, do this. I feel like Sheldon Keefe knows the players because he's coached in the Marlies. I feel like he knows a lot of the up and coming. Timothy Liljegren, I feel, needs some more chances to play. Calle Rosen, we acquired back. So we have the defense, okay? But I feel like sometimes they come in the games not wanting to play. And when you're an athlete, a professional athlete, you got to ask yourself, Kyle Dubas, is that acceptable? Like, I don't know. I've never understood my Maple Leafs. Yeah, it's funny because I'm going to reiterate it again. Probably reiterate it during this whole podcast series lifetime. They have the defense. They don't know how to work together. Back up Anderson. Anderson is a great goalie. And I feel recently he hasn't looked the best. But I feel in my heart he is composed and a very calm goalie that can do good under pressure. I feel like the Leafs defense are making him look bad because they don't do what they need to do. I don't know. You know what I mean? This is just a factor of opinion. But I feel like they come to games wanting to win some, and then coming to games, look like they just woke up an hour ago. You know what I mean? And, I want to hear in the comments what you guys think about, Leaf struggles, Leafs, what they can do to improve. Honestly, I don't know what they can do to improve. They have great defense and great offense and great goaltending. I think they just need to learn how to come to games to win. And salary cap. The Leafs are spending $53.3 million on forwards, with Austin Matthews getting paid the most, which is understandable. $11.6 million through 5 seasons. John Tavares is getting paid $11 million through 6, and Mitchie Marner is getting paid $10.9 through 6 as well, with John Tavares having a no movement clause. Oh boy. I don't think the Leafs need to be spending as much money as they are. You're going to dig yourself into a deeper hole when you want to pick up more acquisitions, players, whatever, I don't know, coaching staff. You're not going to have the money. You know what I mean? So I think they have $541,667 left. So you're not signing a big name player that's going to be paid more than a couple million a year because of all the players you're already paying. Which moves me to a question. Who do you give up? Who do you cut? Who do you know what I mean? And I'm not going to get into that right now because I know there's a lot of controversy on it. But I just wanted to touch on it. Like their final cap hit is $92 million. That's an expensive organization to be a part of. Okay. So I think that just about wraps us up for this episode. First episode of the Cam Sport podcast. This is, really what it's going to be like. A lot of opinionated stuff, some news, and I'll just keep everyone updated during this. I hope you guys liked it. I know I had fun talking about one of my favorite things in life. Remember to leave a subscribe and tune in. You can also message me on Facebook at Cam Wilson. Cam's Music Studio, or Cam Wilson is my personal page. So Cam's Music Studio on Facebook, YouTube, camwilsonmusic.ca. You can find my music content that way. As for my sports, it'll be right here for you guys. And I may make an Instagram account in the future, also a Facebook account. I hope you guys had fun listening. I know, again, I had fun, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe, everyone. I love you all.